What is up, everybody? Emily here with Travel and Ledger, and today I'm going to walk you through my experience landing in Las Vegas, Nevada. This is one of those airports where it's pretty easy to not get lost. Just follow the crowds, they're all going to baggage claim, so you'll have no problem getting out of this airport. I love landing in Las Vegas because you can see the strip from the air. Not only can you see it from the air, but you can also see it from the airport. So make sure you take a minute to take in that view. But just to warn you, it is always this busy. It's a smaller airport. There's not really places to sit, so you'll see people sleeping. You'll see people just sitting anywhere they can find a spot. And this is the morning. I think it was 9 a.m. when we arrived, so it's like this all the time, guys. And just to warn you about food, make sure you eat before you get to the airport because they don't really have too much food options right now. And if there is, there's always a huge line. And if you want any snacks, I would suggest getting them at CVS or Reid on the strip before you leave because most of the places were pretty picked through. They're having a hard time keeping up with stocking. Whenever I land in Vegas, I always try my luck at the different slot machines here because I always think on the way back, if I were to hit big by some miraculous thing, then I would probably miss my flight. So I always play as soon as I land. And don't worry about your bags. They're still going to be there. It takes a while for them to get from the bags to the baggage claim. So have some fun, use the bathroom, relax, get away from the crowds for a second, and enjoy the slots for a second. I tend to use a 20 because it's really easy. You just landed, you're excited to play. So I usually just start with $20 and see where it gets me. Sometimes it gets me a lot of spending money from my trip, and sometimes I just blow through the 20. But, that's the fun of Vegas. As you can see, there's not much of a security line. It's kind of like that all the time whenever I arrive or when I leave. Generally, I arrive in the morning, so I get a full day in Vegas, and I always leave on the red eye for when I leave. So both those times are kind of off hours also, so that comes into play. But like I said, there's not much places to sit in this airport, so don't get there too early or else you'll just kind of get cranky. I also like to play over on this side once you get out of security. Usually I'll put $5 in the machine and then my friend put $5 in the machine and we see if we have any luck. And the reason I do this is because this area gets so much foot traffic, so there's a lot of money going into the machines, especially when there's nowhere to sit. I feel like that's part of the reason there's not as much seating here, because they want you to sit at a machine and play. Outside of security, there's Starbucks and plenty of shops and a lot of food areas, but inside security, there was a Dunkin' Donuts. I didn't see any Starbucks, so just to give you a heads up, if you need your caffeine, this is the place to get it. Baggage claim is pretty overwhelming. There's a lot of bright lights, a lot of commercials. So make sure you pay attention what carousel you're going to. And same with Ubers and taxis. There's both on opposite sides of the airport. So just make sure you go out the right exit. And this is spring 2022. And I want to say, just take the taxi because it's flat rates right now. Ubers surge up and down all the time. So I really suggest doing just the flat rate. It's easy to just jump in a taxi. They're right there. They come really often. There's a whole line of them, so it's going to be your fastest bet. And since it's flat rates, they're not going to take you around. They're just going to go the fastest way and take you through traffic because, again, flat rates are the best. And I just wanted to include this clip to prove what I was saying before. I never have a problem with a midnight flight. There's never really that many lines. You're not going to get delayed that long in my experience. So I hope that helps. Hit that like button so it can help other people too, and subscribe if you like these videos. I've got more about Vegas all month.